Welcome to Uncover Time, where we bring history to life in stories that are clear, thoughtful, and meaningful. Today we explore the samurai, Japan's warrior class, whose honor and discipline shaped the nation, rising around the 12th century and lasting until the late 1800s. Though the emperor held divine status, true power rested with the shogun, while the imperial court lived on small allowances and made crafts to survive. The Tokugawa shoguns ruled through councils, isolating the emperor and keeping power centralized under military control. When the shogun traveled, fires were put out, windows closed, and people knelt in silence, showing extreme obedience. Feudal lords called daimyo pledged loyalty to the emperor, but often resisted the shogun, supported by 1 million samurai across Japan. Unlike Chinese scholars, the samurai rejected book learning and valued action, strength, and swordsmanship above study. Samurai were tax-exempt, received rice, and lived lives of service, duty, and readiness to die if ordered. They avoided romantic love, bonded deeply with fellow warriors, and practiced beheading criminals to sharpen their blades. Ieyasu called the sword the soul of the samurai, and warriors tested new blades on peasants, like the man cut in half at Nihonbashi. They followed Bushido, the way of the knight, which demanded courage, discipline, and dying when honor required it. They lived simply, ate little, endured pain quietly, and chose death over shame. Even wives were expected to accept a husband's death with pride. Yunshi, or following one's lord in death, was a noble duty, like Hoto in 1651 or General Nogi and his wife in 1912. A companion stood by to decapitate the samurai and end the pain quickly, making it both personal and ceremonial. In 1895, 40 officers killed themselves after Japan surrendered Liaotung, protesting with their deaths. In 1905, many Japanese soldiers committed suicide instead of being captured during war with Russia, following the old code. Some samurai ended their lives at their master's gate as protest or devotion, using death as a message of loyalty. Feudal Japan often allowed personal revenge. A son could avenge his father and then take his own life. The most famous case came in 1703, when the 47 ronin killed Kotsuke no Suke and committed seppuku together. They returned his head with a formal receipt for 1 head and 1 paper parcel, showing respect even in revenge. Their graves are still honored, and they are remembered as heroes of loyalty above life. Another story tells of Sakon and Naiki, ages 24 and 17, who tried to kill Tokugawa Ieyasu to avenge their father. Impressed by their courage, Ieyasu spared them and ordered seppuku, even including their 8-year-old brother Hachimaru. The boy asked to watch his brothers before acting, and they calmly taught him how to die properly. When they passed, Hachimaru followed with quiet bravery, a child dying with samurai honor. Samurai women learned jigaki, cutting the throat after tying the legs to maintain modesty in death. Samurai values shaped more than war. They touched politics, family, and Japanese culture for centuries. Tales of honor, vengeance, and sacrifice filled Japan's plays and literature, preserving Bushido's emotional power. With samurai enforcing their own justice, Japan had little need for police. The sword ruled and silence followed. Bushido required emotional control, bold decisions, and loyalty beyond life itself. Though the class ended, its spirit lived on in Japan's soldiers, leaders, and cultural memory. In 1912, when Emperor Mutsuhito died, General Nogi and his wife took their lives, one final echo of Bushido. This is the legacy of the samurai, a code etched in steel, shaped by honor and remembered forever. Thank you for watching Uncover Time, where we uncover the past and bring it to life. Like, share, and subscribe for more journeys through history.